is here. The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Do the show. Right.
Trying to find some room. It's Lindsey. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. They're going to run it. First down, looking for more now. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. The penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw. It's Bachmeier. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Ball handed off. Try to run it up the middle, but yet nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking to scramble. Catch made on the right side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Moves out of the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it's incomplete. Tried to lob the ball up there, but doesn't connect. Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play more than enough for a 1st down. Sets him up at the 24. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game. A chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man in the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
A tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And the quarterback dropping back. Pass punt. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Touchdown, LSU, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here's a wrinkle now to go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Stopped right at the line in the first play. Nothing there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Now, the offense trying to go play action there, but how about the big man in the middle? This defensive tackle showing you he's athletic as well. Gets to the quarterback, comes up with a big sack.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. Moves his way for a 1st down to the 35.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Toss play to the outside. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. But they don't make the connection. That run is incomplete.
Now, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. But that was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
Third down, out of the shotgun. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
When a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback, third down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on fourth down. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lindsey. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he make it to the marker? And the defense smothers him for no gain. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Grab down the middle. It's Morrison. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle it at the 44. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the handoff. It's Lindsey. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Nothing going with the running game on those two plays. Now it's third down and 10. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Morrison. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very...
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Lets it go quickly. He's got it right near the end zone.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's a quick grab. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. No huddle now for the offense. Here's a handoff, testing in the middle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Bringing pressure. As incomplete, he was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Breaks an open space. Here he goes. Past the 50. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
Bringing it out, it's Fisher. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Remember last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL? All from
He's in the clear. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. We got behind them after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Takes the toss and heads left. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Game moves it to the 35, first down again. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, he pays for this one. Heads-up play to use his feet to get the first down, but, man, did he get blasted at the end of that one.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle for showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the balls even snap, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a...
The ball is picked off.
Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking downfield. It's Bachmeier. Makes a quick catch. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side.
Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Important 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion.
He escapes the pocket.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
Muscles past the defender.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Fisher. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. One more play before they head to the locker room. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's second down here. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. He'll take a deep shot. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack. And they're...
Look at that. He's still going. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Boy, a huge play here for Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anaya Smith most recently. Going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. This time it's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. The Aggies will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. It's complete. That's enough for a first down.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
And the Aggies pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Takes the toss, heads to his right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Picks up the first and still running. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get in.
Touchdown, Texas A&M, to put them on top now. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
Bringing it out, it's Fisher. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Past the 25. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Grabbed by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Took contact on the throw. Good throw, catch made. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. That completion sets up a 2nd down play. It's a shotgun run call. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. He's got it near the end zone. He will score. execution, a long drive. That's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Now the all-important extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw it on first down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it falls incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Pressure is coming. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Oh, that one's picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Dropping back. It's Parkmeyer. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Touchdown, LSU! This offense cannot be stopped. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Snap. Look out, room to run here. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looks to the left, pass caught. Breaks loose at the 45. Goes out of bounds, but a huge pickup on the play to wrap up the third quarter. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. Receiver in motion now. To begin quarter of this playoff game, they'll go up top. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Incompletion in first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chain.
Touchdown, Aggies. Strong game by this quarterback.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fisher. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. The completion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's hit as he throws it. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You talk to any offensive coordinator around the country, you start to evaluate quarterbacks. Everybody wants to talk arm strength and speed and size. The intangible about quarterbacks' willingness to take a hit and still deliver the ball is something that every offensive coordinator would tell you it's one of the highest priorities they look for.
2nd down after that previous play.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
This is a crucial 3rd down play. To try a field goal from here would be 61 yards. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wideout. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Try is no good, and we're still tied.
Oh, my gosh, he had it right on target. Unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance. That hit right in the middle of that crossbar, and they miss out on 3 points.
So showed off his stiff arm and picked up a pretty good game.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They're going to run it here. He's got room to run. Some hard running there through a tackle. Now it's another broken tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness, yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's the second down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the move now. Using his legs here. Breaks into the clear. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, this young man is doing everything he can to keep his team in this game, and this play checks all the boxes. Need a first down? Check. Get out of bounds and stop the clock? Check. Avoid himself getting a big hit? That's a big check.
Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. The clock is stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He escapes the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Great cut. They whiff on him. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Running back grabs it on the screen.
Interesting call here, Chris, with this screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Looking for a late deep shot.
The catch is made way downfield. That's a big game, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Intercepted in the end zone.
He could go.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
There's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
He's got the first down and still motoring.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Solid gain in the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive